Well, let's go back to basics with a traditional American dish, Sprite pie. Now, every family has their own take on this Thanksgiving classic. Today, we're going to change it up with some narcotics. So we have pure Peruvian cocaine. On the streets, they call this fish scale. And it's some of the best products, some of the most pure you're going to find in the world, let alone the market. We're going to balance that out with liquid heroin. So you see the dichotomy between uppers and downers, going to keep you on an even keel all evening. And finally, we have the concentrated cannabis. This wax is just going to serve as a top layer, 420 degrees Fahrenheit, 69 minutes. How much coke is in coke? Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. We're going to be answering the age-old question going back 100 years when Coca-Cola claimed to have removed the narcotic from their beverage. However, as we can see from this demonstration, a large amount of pure Colombian cocaine in the Coca-Cola bottle here, using a little bit of a larger scale. Those of you trapping on a budget really have to recommend this Amazon Basics scale. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. They say there are many ways to skin a cat. I say there are many ways to transport heroin across international borders. Let's examine this approach. Cut a fucking hole in a pineapple, shove the drugs in there, not really overthinking it, painting the exterior. Advantages and disadvantages to this approach. X-ray machine, no problem. Drug sniffing dogs, thrown off by the fact that it's a fruit. But the problem with it being a fruit is you can't fucking transport it, you idiot. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok, checking the quality of our product before putting it on the streets. Wow, you can tell that's pure Colombian. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. Remember when you were a kid and your parents would put you on timeout in the bathroom so you'd escape through the vent in the ceiling which had roof access and then get into a getaway car in the backyard? This is basically what we have going on here, but on a federal level. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. You know that feeling when you're just so fucking filthy rich that you filled your entire fridge with money, the floor is covered in cash, and now fuck it, throw some out the window? Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. Tough day at the office today. This is what happens when you have a 14-year-old trying to cook methamphetamine. A bigger issue, you can't really call 911 for this. What do you say? Oh, burn down my meth. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. Self-defense time here. You find yourself at gunpoint, grab the barrel, snap the wrist, disarm, and then just absolutely let it fucking sing on him one more time at full speed, and then 9 shots into the dome piece. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. They say breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I say it's powdered heroin. This is a great little pick-me-up to just toss in your kid's lunchbox, and depending on their preference, do have the option to either smoke or snort. And the teachers love it. Kids finally shut the fuck up. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok, and we get a lot of questions about reindeer this time of year, how to maintain that high performance, and the answer is reindeer crack. Now, this is a traditional American recipe. I'm still looking for that active ingredient, cocaine. There it is. Now, that's pure Colombian. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. You ever feel that double bacon cheeseburger too healthy? Dip it in cocaine, dip it in marijuana concentrate, and then back in cocaine. They say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I say what doesn't kill you increases your tolerance to cocaine. Let's deep fry this bitch. Throw it in there. And we're looking for kind of a golden brown until it looks like fried chicken. Pull that bitch out, slice it in half, and then we have 2 things: an overdose and cardiac arrest. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. Today we're making piss water pie in a series called Cooking with the Cartel. And of course, here come the narcotics: cocaine, methamphetamine, and Molly. We're really going to be liberal with the amount. Obviously, we want to get fucked up, so just drop all that shit in there until you start to see an even consistency. Now, these are the uppers. Let's go to the downers. Liquid heroin is on the menu for today. We're familiar with this guy. So again, even keel, and the concentrated cannabis is more just a flavor thing. I mean, weed's not going to do a whole lot when you're talking cocaine and heroin. 69 minutes. 420 degrees in the oven. We're getting fucked up. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok, another edition of Cooking with the Cartel. Today, Coke Lean cake on the menu, and my grandma had the best recipe for this traditional dish. But the cool thing is you can customize your ratio if you want to go heavier on the codeine or heavier on the cocaine. Either way, you're getting fucked up. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. Want to give a fair warning that some of our narcotics do have laxative properties. Here's a client shitting profusely. Some of these drugs just really loosen up your ass.
Why you should stay away from cocaine. So one thing that happens when you snort it is that it can cause damage to the blood vessels in your nose, and it can even lead to a hole in between your septum, kind of like an enlarged nose ring piercing. And then when you breathe in and out through your nose, it can whistle. Not only that, but cocaine can cause heart attacks, cardiac arrest, stroke.
Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. We've upgraded our glass. It will now survive hitting the cement hammer test. What the? Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. One of our VIP clients here, Travis Chapman, a guy that orders distribution quantities for personal consumption. Look at the size of the fucking razor as he puts these cocaine lines across his driveway. Travis, I hope you're having some friends over, you motherfucker. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. Burglary advice for some of our newer associates here. Push every single apartment button on that entire panel. Granted, you're going to be the asshole waking everybody up. The logic is that somebody's expecting somebody, but now you can get back to the robbing and killing. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. 1 cup of methamphetamine into that styrofoam. Yesterday someone asked me, how do you make lean? Is that a stupid question? I said there are no stupid questions, only stupid people. Gummy worms in. Here's the codeine promethazine mix, and now the Sprite. Drink one of these and you'll be the glob glow gab glab. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. You ever accidentally feed your pets your own narcotics? That's what happened to our associate Adrian with his pet worm. Gave it methamphetamine for 3 months, and what in the actual fucking Jurassic...
Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. Today we're looking at a new recipe involving marijuana extract created by our new intern Adam. Came up with this idea while taking a shit and smoking a blunt and realized, fuck it, why didn't I shit the smoke and fuck the blunt? No.
Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. We just delivered this package over to a client. It's a fresh kilo. Now we concealed the cocaine inside talkie dust. Looks like he's about to split the brick down with a machete. See what the inside looks like.
It's just all dust.
It's not just dust, though. There's cocaine in there.
All that is dust.
You're an idiot. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. Want to welcome in our newest associate who's not exactly wearing a medical grade mask, but he is throwing gang signs like we're in South Central Los Angeles. Are those BCs or MS-13s? I'm fucking with you. He could be one of those people that stands on the side of the TV and translates with the person. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. You know, when I was a kid in college, we would just pay pledges to trim the plants, if you know what I'm talking about. These days, it's full-time employees, unions, and W-2s.
Sugar.
Cocaine.
Butter.
Concentrated cannabis.
Milk.
Lean, but close.
Cocoa.
Cocaine.
Oil.
Heroin.
Butter. Spoon.
Breakfast.
Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. Cut the bitch open. Let the bitch breathe. Liquid cocaine. I know what you're thinking here. That thing bleeding, P. No, that thing semen, G. They say the best things in life are free, and the best heroin gets stuck to the bottom of your pot while you're cooking it. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. Let's do some cleaning. Cocaine and a little bit of acid. Now, both of these are found on the opposite end of the narcotic spectrum, so they're going to help extract that black tar. As we boil these down, it creates a new narcotic. Something that you can maybe feed your kids or your pets, or dump it down the drain. Fuck it. You have a new crock pot. Time to keep cooking up dope. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. You know, we got exhausted of getting stopped by Border Patrol agents, so we said, fuck it. Load up our own smugglers, Naruto style, 5 kilos each. Now offering drive-through drugs with your fast food.
I don't know what they put in McDonald's Sprite.
Well, that's psilocybin. It's a psychedelic mushroom.
But that shit...
Oh, fuck. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. That's the baby. Uh-oh. You're not supposed to get that in your eye. Someone snort that off his face immediately. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. Sometimes you have to dig through actual shit to find what you're looking for. In this case, it's drugs. And we often discuss the smuggling process, ingesting the narcotic, transporting the product across the border. Want to focus here on plowing through the poo-poo. Is that a fucking turtle? Are international crime syndicates utilizing children's candy to conceal Schedule 1 narcotics for distribution? Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. We're crushing these push pops with the ancient tool called the fucking stone, and I'm seeing the holy trinity there. It's coke, molly, and meth. Parents won't be surprised that those drugs are in the candy when you see the kids bouncing off the walls, but try snorting. What do you do when the kilo explodes? Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. You can't exactly show up at the hospital with a federal charge all over your face, probably about 15 years of prison time just in your hair, and you tell the doctor this is for personal use. Hey, buddy, that's a commercial fucking shipment, so enjoy the high and go out on a good one.
My custom order is here. Okay, let's look at it.
Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. We love happy customers, and Angel's one of our VIP clients. She's actually been increasing her order every month, and I started to wonder, is she into distribution? No. Turns out she's just addicted to cocaine. Nothing wrong with that. 2 kilos in this order, so it's 1 Colombian, 1 Peruvian.
This is so thick.
Thick, right? Heavy duty. You can tell it's good quality. Phone call.
Hello?
Kilos.
Y'all hear some?
Overdose incoming. Let's get down to business. So we've actually improved the packaging a little bit. Less plastic for the turtles, more kilo for the customer. And hopefully you're having some friends over, Angel, because that's a lot of brick. Usually a machete, maybe a credit card, razor. That's not what you wanted. Why are you making out with it? We're going to need medical assistance as soon as possible, guys. Big boy blunts. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok, and in preparation for 420, we've actually brought out our industrial-sized blunt roller. Look at the way that it's extracting the cannabis and preparing the chops in real time. Truly incredible. And this is for special occasions. You're going to need probably an Olympic torch to light one of these things, but you'll be speaking Japanese by the time you're done. On our way to Tokyo. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. You know, Coke baths are a great way to open up your pores and just get absurdly intoxicated first thing in the morning. Look at the amount of puro cocaine he's dumping in there. Now, this is a 10-kilo bag, really not holding back. I hope that we're hosting the Olympians and not the toddlers this particular morning. Jesus Christ. Type of thing you could probably just bring your snowboard in, because with the amount of South American snow, we're going to be turning this pool into a ski resort. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. Gotta expose a guy that's undercover as a Michelin chef. He's actually a narcotics scientist. This is Michael, and this is the synthetic caviar he's cooking up infused with methamphetamine. And pay attention, because he's trapping out the bando. Look at how effortlessly he's juggling the ice and the snow. Burr, syringes, fucking eyedroppers, all the tools. Now he's cooking up dope in the crock pot. That looks like semen, and that's definitely semen. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. One of our lead scientists heading this experiment. What happens when you put Coke in Coke? And the last guy that did this died, so hopefully Wasil has a better fate. We'll step back here. And Wasil, it's not a fucking grenade, bro, but I am curious to see what happens. My God, what do we got going on here? Holy! Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. Whether you're gonna smoke it, snort it, or shove it up your ass, the first step is to crush it. These are warheads, and what you're looking at here is the active ingredient in methamphetamine. Add a little bit of cream. Personally, I like to use my own. This is store-bought. Step 3, just swallow the semen. Cats don't like water, so fill up a kiddie pool with 5 kilos of pure Colombian and give your cat a Coke bath. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. More product testing with Junior. Last time we saw this familiar face, he was going double-barrel shotgun into the nostrils. There he goes again. But this time with the raw brick. Pure Colombian, yes. But I don't think that this is physically possible. Always pushing the limits. Oh, yeah, he's not going to survive this one. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. Now, normally I don't endorse beating up nerds, but intoxication is our destination, so let's crush these fuckers up. Now, at this point, if you have an addiction, normally just, you know what I'm saying? Now, King Crush likes to just toss it in his mouth. He's a VIP, so we don't ask questions. Welcome the fuck back to Cartel TikTok. After 10 years of snorting the shit, the angel said, fuck it, I'm going to just eat these bricks, and I hope that the overdose doesn't kill her, but I'll be honest, she looks like she's having an orgasm. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. You know, when Morpheus asked me if I wanted the pink pill or the purple pill, I asked him, can we just crush these motherfuckers up and snort them like cocaine? To which he responded, and I quote, say less, young blood, and proceeded to demonstrate by diving nose first into the pile. Fuck. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. Live look at our shit factory. Want to thank Charlie D'Amelio for providing this large tub of liquid poo-poo diarrhea, if you will. There are actually Dunkin's and Charlie fan pages lined up out the door to purchase some of her fecal matter. Of course, we're using gloves and masks according to CDC regulation. I'm not sure if they're going to be injecting it. Some of them said they want to just rub their faces in it. Whatever. Junior, no puedes usar el producto. Es para los clientes. Oh my gatos. Pero es bueno. Okay, una fiesta. Oh my God. In the words of Lil Wayne, she lick it like a lollipop. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. That's a brick of pure Colombian Coke, and that is a first-class trip to the emergency room. Can't guarantee a survival. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. Now, I know what you're thinking. This looks like a torture device. It's actually a cutting-edge technology used for narcotic transport. So we insert this in the boom boom to really open up the anal cavity, and that allows our smugglers to fit, in some cases, an entire kilo up in there. Now, the downside is that sometimes for a full week, you'll have a gaping ass. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. Underwater narcotic production is something we're still experimenting with, looking to innovate. Obviously, we had to go industrial with this bitch. And gonna get a good scoop of what should be pure cocaine, but you guys are fucking with me. I knew it. Now, trust me, I know it when I see it. That is whale seed. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. Cocaine, hash oil, methamphetamine. We're deep frying dick today, and there's only one important ingredient missing. We all know what it is. Fresh seed. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. We've been putting cocaine in the talkies, and it looks like Charlie's having fun with this one. She's getting lit like a fucking Christmas tree. Eyes wide open. Methamphetamine's working through her bloodstream. Lack of coordination. We're going to see pupils dilating very soon. My God, and that's an overdose. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. From the interrogation room to the torture chamber, we're slicing off a man's penis, but we're not just slicing it off. 3/4 cuts to not give him the satisfaction. And SpongeBob's horchata's out there. If you don't know the difference between a cult and a cartel, you're gonna need a dictionary and a bulletproof vest. Careful. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. That's DaBaby, and that is way too much Colombian nose candy for an infant or a toddler. I get that we're trying to build the tolerance from an early age, but pro tip, you want to get it in the nose and the mouth. Look at the eyeballs wide open. This baby is not going to go to sleep for the next probably 2 weeks. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok, cutting this kilo cake with a machete because that boy thick. Janelle, that looks busting on God no Kizzy. Who wants the corner piece? There's something satisfying about cutting drugs and serving it to minors. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. You build the wall, we'll bring the power tools. Just another day at the office for Ulysses. As far as the two border agents we ran into on the way, one of them we gave a 1 month salary to just take the rest of the day off. The other one a little less cooperative, so he's still on lunch. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok, preparing some pot for wholesale at Costco, Sam's Club, and we're actually going to ship one of these to the Dogfather himself. Snoop Dogg has been a VIP client for almost 3 decades. The Kush Compactor is made by John Deere, custom built for the Cartel. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. Want to highlight a different breed of associates, boat jumpers or boat runners, part of our smuggling division, dropping off narcotics to different island clients. So we're keeping on the move here, staying away from that federal detection. These guys are watching us, but look at the speed as we drop off a big package of cocaine back on the boat, no problem. Now, of course, the catch is, as we're going to see with Johnny here, not going to make it back in time. So guess what? Got to wait for the next one and stay low. Now you have Steve that said, fuck it, I'm jumping in and I will swim to that motherfucker. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. Want to go over some self-defense tactics here. If someone says, come at me, bro, go ahead and just beat the shit out of them, okay? Don't think twice. It's pretty straightforward. Number 2, if he says, go ahead and hit me first, it's a demand, not a request. Disrespectful not to. Just end his life. And number 3, if he turns around, smart move to just fuck him in the... Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. We're checking in with Cadence, who's dropping 1 scoop of our Colombian nose candy into each of these 4 Bang energy drinks, attempting a quad shot. I've never seen it. I've seen a double barrel shotgun, went to school with a guy that couldn't get out of bed without one to the face for good measure. The song here says happy and healthy, when in reality, he's going to be happy and dead very, very soon. Good for him on the first one, sucking down that second can. It's only going to heighten the effects of the narcotics. Maybe he was getting ready for a workout. The fact is, he's going to be fighting for his life in the emergency room, and I'd say about 5 minutes tops. And when the doctor asked me, I'm going to tell him point blank, cause of death, voluntary suicide as he takes down the last one. This man is fucked. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. You know, a lot of people don't realize what these candy companies are actually putting in their products, in this case, black tar heroin. As we boil up these Sour Patch Children, you'll see it start to harden. You can actually throw this in a needle and inject it right into your vein. Cigarettes are too healthy these days. Dump some coke and piss on this pack and roll it up until it's thick as a hog. When you have 1 Stogue, double down on the coke and the piss before adding our favorite narcotic, methamphetamine. Then we deep fry the bitch so it's not only lung cancer, but also coronary artery disease. Welcome the fuck back to Cartel TikTok. The boys are back in town, clearly dressed as Mexican border agents for obvious reasons. They're in the desert. I'm in the desert, but I'm here for a fucking boxing match. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. Pop the flap and grab a crack pack. We call it a crack pack because it's literally a packet of crack, but also because you have to crack it before you can pack it into your homie's nostril. That thing bleeding, P. When he whiffs it, you'll notice it doesn't take too long to start working. Well, let's get a close-up on his face and his eyeballs. Blast off, and he's not coming back. That's how you give a homie the old factory reset. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. Here's an associate that's going to track her steps very accurately today. Has to take a fat dab for the truck to start. The rule is if you don't have enough cushion in your lungs, the engine simply won't turn. What does it say there? You're high. Welcome back to Cartel TikTok. These 2 smugglers are bricked up with kilos of coke, jumping off this cliff to make a delivery. I just realized that we forgot to pack parachutes.